Decoding Sentence Fragments, the Punctuation Detective. Hello, language learners. Today we are embarking on a journey to become punctuation detectives, where we will unveil the mystery of sentence fragments. Sentence fragments often confuse us, but with a little practice, we can learn to identify them easily. They are part of our focus today, and more specifically, we will be using punctuation clues to spot them. Before we dive into punctuation clues, it's crucial to understand what sentence fragments are. A sentence fragment is a group of words that might look like a sentence but doesn't express a complete thought or lacks a subject, a verb, or both. Let's take an example. In the park. It might seem like a sentence but it lacks a complete thought, hence, it's a fragment. The way we use punctuation can tell us a lot about whether or not we're dealing with a sentence fragment. In English, punctuation like periods, question marks, and exclamation points signal the end of a complete thought. If we see one of these punctuation marks but find that the group of words before it doesn't form a complete thought, we might have identified a sentence fragment. For instance, after the party ended. This phrase ends with a period, but it doesn't express a full thought. Now that we know punctuation's role, let's delve into how to use it to identify sentence fragments. Here are some strategies. 1. Look for the end punctuation. This is the easiest way to spot a potential fragment. If a group of words ends with a period, question mark, or exclamation point, scrutinize it to make sure it's a complete sentence. 2. Check for conjunctions at the start. Words like and, but, or at the start of a sentence can sometimes be a clue you're dealing with a fragment. For example, and drank a cup of coffee. While this fragment has a verb, drank, it lacks a subject and does not express a complete thought. 3. Search for dependent clause indicators. Words like because, although, if, and when, at the start of a sentence often introduce dependent clauses. If these aren't attached to an independent clause, they form a fragment. For example, because it was raining. This fragment lacks a subject and verb. That's it for today's session, detectives. I hope that this adventure in the world of punctuation clues has helped you understand how to spot sentence fragments. Remember, a sentence fragment is an incomplete thought and lacks a subject, verb, or both. Using our punctuation clues can be a great way to identify these. Keep practicing, and soon, identifying sentence fragments will become second nature to you. Happy learning!